7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Nine,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody! Welcome to the second edition of Journey Kids Live. We just are so excited to see you guys once again. We cannot wait to get into our story,
Can't wait.
into our craft. We've even got a game today. It's going to be amazing. We are so happy that you could join us. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see all your comments and all your beautiful faces. And remember, anything that you do that has to do with what we're doing today, whether you're playing the game at your house or you're doing your craft and you want to show us, always hashtag Journey at Home when you post on Facebook, YouTube, or any of those places that you see this. So you guys ready to get started or what?
let's get started.
Bears. Love bears.
So what are we doing? What's
We're
up?
going to start with a game. It's
Okay.
called Cowboy, Bear, Ninja.
Cowboy, Bear, Ninja.
So it's
Are you
kind
ready
of
for
like
this?
I'm ready.
It's like rock, paper, scissors. So they're going to do cowboy. Get your guns out.
Okay. So me
Bear,
versus Mike. Bear.
Claws,
Okay.
and ninja. Okay. So the cowboy shoots the bear.
Boom.
The bear kills the ninja, and the ninja kills the cowboy.
You're the yeah.
All
Okay.
right,
So we got it. Okay.
Back to back.
Okay. Back to back.
And when you turn around, you got to have your move ready.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Go.
Have a seat, Bear.
So
All right.
Mike.
Is there?
it's
What do we
gonna-
do now?
It's going to be 5 push-ups.
Push-ups. Hey, drop
was
down
in
and
the-
give me 5, Sergeant.
He was in the military. Let's count 'em out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
All right.
Hey, good
Back
game.
to
Good
back.
game. Oh, another round. Okay. Here we go.
All right, ready? Go. What is that?
What are you doing?
Trying to do the thing right here.
All right, so the
Was that a ninja? Oh, okay. All right.
bear kills the ninja.
Bear kills a ninja. All right.
Sorry, Mike.
So.
What do I got? Bunny?
It's.
Hula hoop?
I think we should do the hula hoop.
Oh man, okay.
Are you good at hula hooping? You have daughters. You should be great at hula
Yeah.
hooping.
Terrible. Ready? Here we go.
You're right. You are terrible.
Terrible.
That is terrible.
It's like a sinker.
Like I said. All right.
All right,
So
here
we got
go.
one more time.
One more time.
Okay. All right.
Ready? Go. Oh,
Yeah. 3 for 3. All
the
right.
cowboy kills the bear. So
Here we go. Ready?
You got this? Is this the trip around? All right. So celebrating Palm Sunday, we have Jesus riding in to Jerusalem. Doing some squats. See, it's very important
go.
to make sure that you are physically fit for this quarantine time. So always do your exercises. Am I right?
right. There
All
you
right. Hey, thank you guys so much. We had so much fun. Hey, we would love for you, because you laughed at us and we want to laugh at you. So we would love for you and your family to do that same thing. We want to challenge you to show us your cowboy, bear, ninja game. So again, the cowboy beats the bear beats the ninja, and the ninja beats the cowboy. You know, kind of like rock, paper, scissors rules, kind of a circle of life thing going on. So we would love to see those videos. Remember, hashtag Journey at Home, and we can just bring some joy to the internet today in seeing those. All right, so we're going to get into it. Now that we have our game, we are going to talk about what are we doing here today. So today, for our month of March, we have been leaning on do it yourself. You know, learning about forgiveness. All right, so Do it yourself, DIY. That's what the DIY on this slide stands for, is do it yourself, because it's up to us to forgive others. Nothing else can make that happen but us. So what does forgiveness mean? What is forgiveness? Forgiveness is this: deciding that someone who has wronged you doesn't have to pay. Again, forgiveness is deciding that someone who has wronged you doesn't have to pay. So we're going to be talking about that specific definition throughout stories throughout this whole service today. And then we also have our memory verse. So let's look at our memory verse. It's in Colossians. So Colossians says this, Colossians 3:13, put up with one another. Forgive one another if you are holding something against someone. Forgive just as the Lord forgave you. We'll do it one more time. Put up with one another, as in when your sister makes you mad, when your brother, takes your toy, when you have to do a chore that you don't feel like is your responsibility. Put up with one another. Forgive one another if you are holding something against someone. Forgive just as the Lord forgave you. And that last part is really the part that we need to focus on, because we need to forgive just as the Lord forgave us. Colossians 3:13. And that all flows along with our bottom line for today, which is this: take the first step. Take the first step to forgive others. Sometimes we feel like maybe that we have done something wrong that's because of somebody else. So somebody else wronged us, so it should be up to them to take that first step to forgive us. But we need to, as Christians, like Jesus forgave us before anything we've done, he's already forgiven us. We have to take that first step in forgiveness. All right, so today we're going to learn about some stories. It's going to be amazing. We have some awesome stories for you today, starting with Mr. Mike right here. So I'm going to leave it to him, and he's got an amazing story coming at you.
All right, guys. I'm glad I am trying to connect with you on video. I'm going to tell you a story about when I was younger and I had asked for forgiveness to my parents. And at the time, it was hard to do that because how my parents were frantic at the time. So what I'm going to say to you is, when you go out to stores with your parents, make sure you listen to them. And you stay with them and you do everything that they say. Because when I was younger, I remember going to the drugstore with my dad, and he was picking up his prescriptions. And what I thought would be funny is if I play hide and seek with my dad. And this was going on for maybe 10, 15 minutes. And my dad was looking everywhere. He started yelling for me. And then I started to worry. I was like, oh, man, I'm going to be in so much trouble. And then he went to the front of the store, and he's like, no one's getting by me. No one's going in. No one's going out. And I was like, oh, man. And then he started, he got the manager of the store up there. And next thing I know, some guy, picks me up and held me, super high. And I was like, okay, and I just saw the look on my dad's face. He put his hand over his heart. And he was crying, and I just looked at my dad and was like, Dad, I'm really sorry. Will you please forgive me? And at the time, it was hard to do because I saw the reaction on my dad's face. But as you get in the habit of asking people to forgive you, it becomes easier. So I just want to have you do that. And we're going to throw this up to the video story right now about forgiveness.
The Bible, it's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how he created us and loves us so much that he made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verses 23 and 24.
Archie and Ronnie had been best friends since grade school. Archie could capture anything with a camera.
See, I snapped this right when the storm was coming in.
The light is incredible. Ronnie, on the other hand, was amazing with the soccer ball.
Goal! How do you do that? 10 people were trying to take the ball away.
But one thing they both loved was being outside. Ronnie was super excited when she got hired for a summer job at nearby Camp Highland.
They invite all these kids who've been through really hard things to come stay for a week, and I'll get to teach them soccer and lead hikes and stuff.
Wow, that's really cool.
And the director said they needed a promo video to help people find out about the camp. They need people to donate money so kids can come for free. I said you could probably film the video.
Yeah, I bet I could do that.
They'd even pay you.
Really?
Archie had made plenty of videos, but he'd never gotten paid to do it. So he decided to send the video he made of his sister's graduation straight to the camp director.
He loved it. I got the job.
When are you shooting the video?
This weekend. It'll be outside so we can use natural lighting, but I'll need someone to run sound.
I could do that.
You?
Just flip a switch and hold a mic, right?
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah.
The day of the shoot dawned bright and clear. Archie and Ronnie drove to Camp Highland in Archie's rattletrap Honda.
Sorry, it's older than I am.
At the camp, they set up at the outdoor amphitheater in the forest. Wooden benches fanned out from the campfire circle.
This is great. We'll get the director.
Mr. Standish?
Right, Mr. Standish. He can stand over here for the interview.
What about all the kids?
Kids?
Camp Highland is all about the kids. I asked Mr. Standish if a bunch of kids from last summer could come be in the video.
What? No. No way. It's super hard to work with kids. They don't stand still or follow directions or...
There they are!
A horse? Why is there a horse?
Horseback riding is the coolest thing here.
I cannot believe you.
But you want it to be good.
Yeah, and the first rule of good film is never work with kids or animals.
Oh, come on. It's not like you're making Spider-Man here.
You don't know anything about film.
Archie was so annoyed that he snapped at Ronnie all day.
Get the boom mic out of the shot.
And she snapped right back.
Hello, can't you see the horse needs a break?
By the time the shoot wrapped at sunset, Archie and Ronnie were barely speaking to each other. They drove home in strange silence. Archie was sure that Ronnie would apologize when he dropped her off, but she didn't.
It's all her fault. She started it. She made everything way harder.
But while Archie was editing the footage, he had to admit that Ronnie's ideas had made the video a lot better.
Camp Highland really is a pretty awesome place for kids who need help.
Archie was so thrilled with how the final video turned out that for a moment, he forgot that he was mad at Ronnie.
I can't wait to show this to her, but she still hasn't said she's sorry.
Instead, Archie sent the video to Mr. Standish, who replied with a voice text.
Great work. You really captured the heart of this place. I just sent your payment.
Archie grinned. He'd been wanting to install a stereo in his car, and the payment would just cover it. But as he took a final look at the video...
Camp Highland is so awesome. I could use some of this money to help a kid who can't afford it go to camp. I'll send part of the payment back as a gift.
Archie tapped his phone, ready to send money straight back to Camp Highland, but a reminder popped up. It was a verse that he taught last week to a small group of second-grade boys that he led at church.
Suppose you are offering your gift, and you remember that your brother or sister has something against you. First, go and make peace with them, then come back and offer your gift.
Archie sighed. It didn't matter how much he gave if he held on to anger in his heart.
Ronnie was just trying to help.
Taking a deep breath, Archie dialed.
Hey,
I'm really sorry I got mad at you.
it really hurt.
I know. I was wrong to snap at you like that.
It wasn't an easy conversation, but when he finally hung up the phone, he was relieved to know that he had his friend back. It was as if a big weight had lifted off of his chest. As he waited for Ronnie to come over to take a look at the video, Archie clicked over to his payment app.
Here goes.
It felt good now to send his gift to help kids at Camp Highland, knowing he chose to make peace first.
Hi, Journey Kids. This month we've been talking about forgiveness, and it reminded me of a story that I wanted to share with you guys as well. And remember our life app, it said forgiveness. I think they got it up there for you. It's deciding that someone who has wronged you doesn't have to pay. So it said deciding that someone doesn't have to pay. It's not once you feel like it. And also on our bottom line, it talks about taking that first step. So there was a time I had someone that really did hurt me, and I just kept thinking about, God, if you just judge her for that, and I just wanted her to feel bad for it, and I sure wasn't going to forgive her. And all of a sudden, the Lord reminded me of a verse in Luke chapter 6, I believe, verse 37, and it says, "Judge not, so that you won't be judged. Condemn not, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it'll be given to you." And the part of the verse that really got to me, it says, "For with what measure you measure out, it will be given back to you." And I was like, wow, I didn't want to measure out, think of a tape measure. I didn't want to measure out any forgiveness for her. I wanted judgment for her and condemnation for her. And, I just decided, wow, when I need forgiveness, I want someone to forgive me. So I took that first step. Now, she never did ask for forgiveness, but I took that first step to forgive her. And so by doing that, that's what helped me. It helped my heart, heal my heart. I didn't have to carry that around all these years. So just remember, like our bottom line says, you take the first step, whether, someone comes and asks you to forgive them or not. So we want to get ready for our craft, but we're going to throw up the video on the kids' camp that's coming up in June.
All right, here we are, our craft. What do we got?
All right, so this here says, "Forgiveness heals our hearts." And then we got the memory verse scripture here at the bottom as well.
Colossians 3:13.
Yes. And then we're going to put some Band-Aids on there to remind us that God heals and forgiveness heals our hearts.
Just like in your story, you said, that you forgave and it healed your heart when you forgave.
Right.
Hey, look at this guy right
All
here.
Hey,
right.
what's up, Pastor Jesse? Welcome. Welcome. Here you go, some
making
scissors.
another craft? I thought I'd want to be part.
Yes, come be a part. We are excited to do it. So this is kind of what we're doing here. So we got our scissors. So we're going to cut. Miss Connie was nice enough to draw our hearts because, let's be honest, we all saw what I did last week, and
can't draw a good heart.
and it was not great. So we're going to have her help us here with this.
Thanks, man. That's awesome.
So everybody get your paper, and you can cut your heart out. Here we go, making that final curve. So we folded it, we drew the little thing, we folded it. When you unfold it, it's two sides of a heart.
Purple heart.
All right, so next we can write our statement on there, which is forgiveness heals our hearts.
Forgiveness heals our hearts.
Forgiveness heals our hearts. And then we got Colossians 3:13
Forgiveness heals our hearts.
All right.
And at the bottom,
is Colossians 3:13 right there at the bottom.
COLO.
SS.
S.
Two S's. That's what gets you. All of these words, they have the two S's, and then there's the one that doesn't. So
abbreviate because I can't spell very good.
I abbreviated because I am a slow writer, and I would have misspelled it.
I
So
think I got okay handwriting.
let's see. That's beautiful. See,
Nice.
here's mine. As we can see, what does this say? I don't know. So what we can do now is if you want to decorate your heart, you can. Like if you want to draw
nice.
something or just color it in, like maybe your paper is white or a color that you're like, this is the paper I had, but I'd really like it to be something else. You can color that whole heart. If you want to color it pink or red or blue or green or whatever. You can color or draw like things that you love. Like I could put, what do I love? Balloons are good. Yeah, here's a balloon. There's a balloon. And then, oh yeah, a little knot thing. Yeah, okay. And then what do we got? We got these Band-Aids. Because what do the Band-Aids do? What do Band-Aids do to our owies? What do they do? When we get hurt, they heal us. So we want to make sure that our forgiveness here, our forgiveness is healing our heart.
Band-Aids.
So we're going to just put, 3 to 5 Band-Aids on here, or however many you want. I just put a pink Band-Aid on a pink heart, so you're going to see that really well.
And if you don't have colored Band-Aids, that's okay.
Yeah, that's
Just
okay, because I got a plain
go with the
Band-Aid on
regular
there, too.
ones.
It stands out. So
Nice. My
what if
daughter
I do
loves
like a
Band-Aids.
flower? You guys all did balloons, so I'm going to do a flower.
You guys got 3 Band-Aids, 4 Band-Aids? I want more Band-Aids.
I've got 3. I went 3. Yeah, so
3 Band-Aids.
boom. Forgiveness heals the heart with a little springtime flower because it's been raining and sunny, so it's going good. So we want to see what you got. So take your picture of your craft. Take a picture of your family doing the craft together, and we'll post them all on Journey, #JourneyAtHome, post them on our Facebook link, post them on the YouTube comments, and we would love to see what you got. Also, don't forget, we still have time to bring your crafts in to give to the Four Seasons special needs facility. We would love to have crafts for that. There's a black container in the kids wing that you can drop off. You don't even have to come inside. It's sitting outside of the kids wing. We want to see your Cowboy Bear Ninja videos. We
Yep.
want to see those, of course. And also, parents, this is specifically an announcement for you. If you have not joined our Journey Kids nursery to pre-K page, parent page, or our elementary page, you're going to want to jump in there. Because what we're going to do is in the next couple of weeks, we're going to find a day that we can do a Zoom call so we can have our teachers and our kids be able to see each other. So they can see their friends, so they can see their teachers, but continuing with the social distancing guidelines. We'd love for you to be a part of it. Man, this is what we have, and we hope you enjoyed the service. And I can't wait to read the comments and reach back out to you guys. I know these guys can't either, so we just got to say this. We love you. We miss you. We can't wait to
miss
see you in
you.
person. And have a great week, and forgive.
Take the
Forgive
first
others.
step.
But take that first step. If your sister made you mad yesterday, you take that first step and you forgive her.
Right.
All right. We love you guys.
Bye.
See you later.